webinar. Hello, Francisco. Hello, Todd. We will move on to our first slide. Please. Next slide, please. The outline for today's presentation will be first, we talk about the purpose of club advocacy and some of the incentives that provided by the district to the club advocate and the current status of the clubs between 13 and 19 members. Next slide, please. The purpose for club advocate, of course, the major purpose is to get the club to distinguish. And then we really don't want the club between 13 and 17 or 7 and 19 to fall below 12 because then we will need a coach. And this will have a club advocate will enhance the club experience. Then somebody can also use this for high performance leadership if you want to use it for that purpose. Somebody have asked me before, unfortunately, the club advocate is not an official position, so you will not be able to get that coach credit if that's what you need. Next slide, please. The incentive for the club advocate, which Todd is already won for one of the Toastmaster club, will be you will receive a $25 certificate or D40 once your club is distinguished, means I assume by June 30th for that. And then, of course, you learn from what you are doing. And then we'll be part of the first district pioneering this program. So it's kind of great feeling when you are part of the first. Next slide, please. And unfortunately, this is already passed. So we move on to the January 1st to the June 30th incentive. This is for the clubs. So once the club have a club advocate create a club success plan and schedule quarterly open houses, they will get $25 Toastmaster gift certificate of D40. So Todd, have you tell them the Eagles this?
I haven't told them that they'll be receiving more information, but they are working towards the plan.
Yeah,
and they are
okay.
Success.
Oh, maybe Francisco can show you that the long club success plan that you can do it online filing and then get it done. But when we have time, we'll come back to that. Next slide, please. So we're already done with all the talking, and right now I'm just going to provide the current status as of today. So I did this afternoon, then started from area Division A. And you can see the number of members are all very high now. It's between 14, 16, 18, 19, and 17. So I think Division A is doing really well. 8 clubs between 13 and 19. 3 of them is 18 to 19. So we don't even worry about that part. There's only 5 clubs between 13 and 17, but there's a lot of clubs is between less than 12. So it just what that looked like. So this is area Division A. Next slide shows Division B. So Todd, I think you will be especially interested in this group. My Catalyst, we just had our 2 new members and become 20. However, I don't know what's going to happen when we have them renew. So I'm not even sure about that. And Warrington is 21 and 5. Excelcom is 20 and 4. So we have several clubs just turned 20. And still we have 2 clubs between 19 and 18 So that will be Eagles is 18 and 4, and then 19 is Dynamic Dish. So I know, Todd, I know you have no problem get to the 20. Well, actually, you are distinguished already because you started from, now you have to add 5, so you have to be 20. And then we have 11 club between 13 and 17, and there's only 4 that's less than 12. So Division B is doing really well. The thing that I didn't show here, because this is a base number, and Todd, how many new clubs actually charter for the Division B already? Like 2 or 3, correct? 3. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, I think I have to work harder on Central Ohio. And Todd, we have to work harder on our code. Okay? All right, next slide, please. That will be Division C. Division C actually doing really well. As you can see, there's only 9 clubs between 13 and 19, and one is 18 to 19, 8 is 13 to 17. Division C only have 3 clubs less than 12, and the base number is 26. So you can see there's 14 clubs. It's already 20 or more. But Division C, I think there's a lot of corporate club. So it make it probably less problematic to get new members and so on. So this is the situation for Division C. Next slide shows Division D. So Division D has this club from 9 to 14. So they just need DCP point and keep at least a 14 to be distinguished. So that was a good thing. And then there's one club between 18 and 19, 8 of them between 13 and 17. And they have 9 clubs in the division that's less than 12. So Division D actually have some work to do too. And Francisco, do you belong to some clubs in Division D? Is that right?
I believe so. Division D is where Toastmasters is at, right? With Caillou.
Yes, I think so. Okay, but your club must be doing well because it's not on this list.
It's the other way around. We are under Advocacy.
Oh, you are under 12, so you have to work harder. Okay, yes. And does your club have a coach?
You're looking at him. Tostados is, I started with them because of the ALS credit for coaching. So I've been doing that since the summer. I started right around the summer right away. And then I joined them and I became their VP PR. They had that opening.
Wow. I think you will. I mean, you still have 4 months to go, 4 to 5 months. You can do it because you know a lot of technology and you know the best way to handle them. So good luck.
And Jen, by the way, she's a bright spot. You know her from Pathfinders. She's our VP of membership. And
okay.
She's a professional trainer at US Bank, but she really likes to participate and learn and do a lot of things. So we're rallying around her as both a new member, as a professional. And as you may know, Tostados features English, Spanish nights. Yeah. We're trying to actually focus on having them on the first Monday. So we have more Spanish and we can publicize it. So I say, listen, this night is for people who want to practice, come on the first Monday and then leave the third Monday more of a regular meeting. So more focus.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yes.
Good job.
Thank
Probably
you.
a model for other people to follow too, if there's another bilingual club.
We
Okay.
have had we have had, sorry, just a plug. We have had people from as far away as Akron, Ohio, and Columbus come and visit because they're thinking about doing that, doing bilingual clubs.
Yeah, that's very nice. Okay, next slide, please. So next slide is Division E. And I think Division E is doing, yeah, is doing okay in terms of crop between 13 and 17. So there's 8 of them. That's almost half and a half. So there's only one club that's about. So Division E have some work to do. But Voice of Independence, that's your club, right? That's what we are under. Yeah. So your club is doing really well.
Yeah, I call them the DTM Quartet, and you were asking before. I know that a new member just signed up at our last meeting, and since we're hosted by the library, we get really good support from them in membership. Yes.
Very nice. Yep. Keep up the good work. Okay. And then if you know anybody else within the division that might be interested in helping clubs, the nearby or whatever, let me know. Okay.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
I can assign them. Okay. So next it will be Division F. So Division F probably is half the club is about 20 because there's 16 and there's only 8. So that's doing really well. And there's only 3 because this club just got 21 now. So there's only 3 clubs. So if anybody want to work on these, they should be able to work on it and get it going. Oh, by the way, if you see the highlight, the bold, that means they have improved from the last time when I did the presentation. That was in December. So that's what that means. Okay, let's see. So next one is Division H, right? Oh, G, sorry. All right, G. I think G is doing, in terms of club between 13 and 19 or 13 and 17, there's 4 of them here. And I think they have improvement also. So I think they are doing okay. And there's only 4 clubs less than 12. So that's Division G. And next one will be H. H have 5 areas, and this is a number. There's total of 8 clubs between 13 and 19. 3 of them is 18, 19. We don't worry about that. Then only the club that's 13 to 17, and there's only 4 is less than 12. So relatively, Division H is doing well. I should check with Patty, see if he want to be the advocate for their club. Down on 3rd. Who's on Patel? Do you remember? Oh, I run into somebody from there. So I probably should remember that. Anna O'Neill is Grove City. So I should check, see if she wants to be the club advocate. And this is a relative new club. They just chartered last year. So I think the overall Division H is doing well. Next will be I. It's the last division. This is a division I thought they need a lot of work. 13 to 17, there's only 4, but they have 10 that's less than 12. But I know some of the people that in the advocate committee is probably working hard to make things happen. So I think we will see that in the next slide. So the next slide is showing the initial members in the committee. Oh, sorry, not yet. That's the next one. So this is as of today. Our base number of clubs 184. We have 6% of 11 clubs between 18 and 19. We have 55 clubs. That's 30% between 13 and 17. And there's 61 that's below 12. And I don't know how many of them they actually don't have coaches. I hope it's not a whole lot. So if we can make these to over, then we'll be in very good shape. So what this shows me is we have 66%, 69%. So we have 31% is more than 20, right? And then the rest of them are here. If we can make these all over 20, I think we are in very good shape. So if you know anybody would like to be a club advocate, please send them my way, and then I'll assign them and try to help out these clubs to be distinguished by June 30th. The next slide is going to show the club advocate committee in the very beginning. These are the people signed up to be the committee. And then the next slide is expanded from the club advocate committee to include the club advocates, including our own Todd, doing really well, almost there, Todd. Andy Kish is for coach, so I had to kind of remind him. Karen is Capital City. I didn't pay attention. How's Capital City doing? Is in E43. E43. I don't remember. I have to go back to check. And I lost, the last time I contacted this person, he did not respond. So I don't know if we lose him. And the modern voice is Rachel is high. I think these are all doing quite well. And I believe this will be my last slide. Is that right, Francisco?
That's it.
Okay, so would you go back to the last slide?
Hold on 1 second. Oh, it only goes in one direction, sorry.
Oh, that's okay. I guess my point was, the point that I was trying to make was, if either one of you know anybody who's interested in being club advocates, share them this information, the club numbers, the club that's needed, club advocates, and just let them know. I'll be happy to assign them to be club advocate, and they will have the opportunity to earn that $25. That will be the registration fee for the, well, half the registration fee for the conference. Okie dokie. Any questions?
Lisa, I had a couple comments. I think one of the things, I don't know how much we're promoting the club advocate concept at the DEC meetings, the conferences, and the TLIs. But I think we should look at doing that more often, make sure that's a piece of that so people understand coaching and advocacy. I know it's been on the agenda several times, but I think that would be helpful so people know that it exists.
Yeah, I did ask for our last TLI last Saturday. I asked Bill, because he was doing the club coach advocacy session. So he provided my information to all the attendees and asked them if they are interested to send me. What I need to do is I should send this information. I was going to send to all the division director for them to share with
Excellent.
their leadership team, because I keep them quarterly update or whatever we call it. But I will also send to Bill Morrow, and I will ask him if he has his attendees list, and then ask him to send this over to them. Okay?
I think a selling point for club advocacy is if you don't have quite the skills to be a coach and you're not ready to jump up,
I like that.
You're going to have more success at the club advocacy level than you would maybe at the club coaching level. So it's a good starting place. And since as a club coach, in order to get credit, you have to make distinguished. It's a results-based award. Club advocacy is a great way to build skills before you try to fully commit to a full program. So for our Ditto people, that might be a way to promote advocacy. So you got to get a feel while you have a club you can work with. So when you get into a club under 12, you have a better idea of what's going to be needed and what might work.
I like that. Okay. Okay, that's all I have. Francisco?
Great. Yep, let me stop the recording. Let's see here. I hit pause.